we need to add a background image to the header using CSS. And we did this before with our index page. We set the background image, but not to the header, to the body. And that made the whole web page have a background image. If we just want the background image on the header, this portion here, we would do the same thing. Right? And what did we do to get the background image on the body? We went into our styles.css. We created a ID because it's only going to be used once in our web page. And we set the background image. And then we went back into our index.html, and in the tag that we wanted to use that picture, we put ID index back. Right? So that's exactly what we're going to do to get our About Me page looking the same way, with just the header having the banner that we made earlier. So I'm going to come into my styles.css, and I'm going to come in here and I'm going to say /about_back and my two brackets, and I could just go ahead and copy all the properties that I used for the index back and paste them right in here. And I'm going to change this though to be the name of my file here, about head. So about_head. I'll save that and I'll come here and I'll refresh. But there's no change, right? And the reason for the change is because we use float left and float right on these two elements. So what that does is it treats them as if they're not in the header. So what we need to do is also add a header property. So let's come in here and add a header property. We come up to the top and we say header, and we don't need to put a hashtag or a dot because header is a built-in HTML tag. And what I need to do is I need to add padding here. So for now, let's just do padding 0 pixels, 0 pixels, 0 pixels, 0 pixels, and then we can go back in and change it. And so I'm going to change the top to 50 and the bottom to 50, and I'll save that, come here and I'll refresh, and that's what we get. But still no image, huh? Okay, so let's maybe do 250 on the bottom, refresh. No. Well, let's put a background color. And let's see if that appears. Okay, so that does appear. Okay, so now we made our definition here in the CSS file for about back, but we need to use it right in our HTML file. So I'm going to go ahead and copy this and go into my about me.html, and in the header I need to say ID equals about back. And so come back here and refresh, and there we go. We have our picture in. Again, the picture is pixelated because I chose a low quality picture. But when you all do it, you are going to choose a very high definition wallpaper type of picture to create the banner in Photoshop. Yeah, and so now let's go back and let's adjust the padding so that we don't get so we can keep the Code Creative and the links at the top of the page. So I took away the top padding here, and I'm going to put, yeah, about 250 looks good. So I'll save that, and we have our background image.